Happy 4th of July, everybody. I am finally here to do an update video. I have my update for June, which is really non-existent. A stash update, well, a haul, and a couple FFOs, and some plans, and some tags that I promised last month. So stick around. It's going to be fun. It might be long, might be multiple videos. So I guess I'll start with my FFOs because those are exciting. I finished one of my mania projects. It was the May Garden Biscornu by Rainburst Embroidery. So that is the picture. Here is mine. I'm really excited about this. It's really pretty. I finished it sometime in June and I already gave it to my mom. And that's the bottom. Sorry about the lighting. It's really dreary outside, so I have a lamp situation going on. But this is really pretty, and I finished it with sand, so it's really heavy. And I was ready to put it together like the day after Caroline posted her Biscornu, like the tutorial part of how to assemble it. So that was very, very helpful, and I thanked her in her video because it was perfect timing. And I might put some pictures because it does show a little bit better in pictures in the cameras up there. Okay. And I also framed my cat pattern. See, he's so cute. I got this frame on clearance at Michael's, and I like this one because it had all this distressing and scratch marks, and it really looks like Chance just got at it with his claws. So I thought that was perfect. And those are my only FFOs for this month. Well, last month, June. And I kind of lost my stitching bug. I didn't do very much. I was trying to get everything together, to organize to make this video. And I was like, I didn't do anything. I kind of felt that way during the month because I was reading a lot. And yeah. So I put a handful of stitches in my mermaid that I also started in May. So just like down here in her tail, those are all new stitches, but not much at all. Oh, maybe I did her hair. I don't know. I might have done her hair in June too. So that's one project. And then toward the end of the month, I knew I didn't feel like stitching. I wasn't very active on the Facebook group. I was still watching videos, but I was just slacking a lot. And anytime I haven't felt like working on the sorry, all over the place. I haven't felt like working on the Storytime sampler much at all. And I'm only caught up through April, so got a few months to do. But I did some frames instead. And I don't think I've told you guys how much I hate doing these frames. They are gorgeous when they're done. They really are really, really pretty. But I hate doing them. They're a little fussy. So I didn't feel like pulling out any projects. I didn't do anything. And I actually felt like doing a couple frames. So, and plus I wanted to see how big this would be on my fabric. I knew I had enough, but I wanted to know how much I would have on the top and the bottom. Because I will be framing this. Well, maybe not me, because I think it's a weird size. But I'll be getting it framed. So I wanted to see that. But that's all I've done all month. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. And if you saw my June video, the video I posted in June for my May update, I said that I wasn't going to buy anything in June. And that was not true. Sorry. I'm not sorry, really. But, sorry I lied. Yeah, I am. I don't want to lie. But I couldn't help myself, and on June the 1st, I ordered another Mirabilia. This is Mermaid of the Pearls, and it's an older chart, so you may or may not be familiar with it. But I just got the chart, so it's not too bad. I didn't kit it up or anything like that. And I won't be for a very long time, probably, because I already have one kitted up that I do really like and I want to start. So that was my first acquisition. If you don't know, I've moved into the haul section. Yeah. And I mainly bought charts and patterns this month. So got this, the book spine, which you've probably recognized from Mackenzie's channel. I love her videos. Yeah, you probably recognize this. And it has my favorite book of all times on here, the Pride and Prejudice. Not the Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And I really like this pattern. I wish the titles of the books, there you go, were a little more pronounced on the chart, but that's okay. I'll know it's there. And yeah, that'll hang in my library in my dream house one day. Also got this. Can you see it? Up on the Rooftop by Tilton Craft. And all these charts are because of people, so I'm gonna call you out because you made me do this. This was enabled by Caroline. Again, second time. I called your name in this video. What else did I get? Where my stuff at? Oh, I bought some digital charts, so I'll have to insert some pictures. Well, this actually technically was not in June because it was yesterday. So, I ordered 3 new Heaven and Earth design charts, so I will insert them because, like, can I do this? I'll insert them here. Because they're digital charts. So I got the Jeweled Octopus, and every time I go on that site and I'm scrolling through all the Jasmine Beckett, blah blah blah, that lady that make the big-eyed girls, what's her name? Here it is, Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Every time I'm scrolling through all of her charts, I stop at the Jewel Octopus, and my first thought was, you know, that's weird and not cute because octopuses, octopi are disgusting to me. So I stopped and I was like, that's weird, but I couldn't stop looking at it. And then later on I went back and I stopped and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. And then yesterday when I was scrolling through, I stopped again. I was like, okay, I'm getting it. That one catches my eye every time. So I got that one. And I got another face one. I don't know the name, so I'll insert it in the picture. And she's just really, really cute. And I like how mischievous she looks. And I also got, it's another design, Josephine Walls. And I actually had this picture in my college apartment for a long time, years ago. And I really liked it. Ended up, it was just a poster, a cheap print. So ended up messing it up and throwing it away. But I always loved the image, and I didn't know who the artist was or anything like that. So when I found it on Heaven and Earth, I was surprised. And now I know who designed it, and I bought that one too. But she's really pretty. But those were yesterday, so they do not count for June. I did buy a little bit more stuff in June, but it was like DMC and needles and scissors, so you don't need to see that. And then yesterday, I went to Joann's for the DMC sale, and I stocked up. So, I left my list of colors that I actually needed to finish kitting up this one. So I knew it was like some of the high 3,000 numbers. So I just went down the whole row and got a whole bunch of those. I got like 130 some colors. So I was just crossing my fingers that I got most of the ones that I needed. Really crossing my fingers that I got all the ones that I needed. But I still need just a handful, like 20 some more. So I'll probably go there today to finish kitting up this one and start this soon because it's really pretty. Oh, who made me get this? You guys know who made me get this. The I don't know why I don't know your name. Little Stitcher, who did a fairy face with the unicorn. No. It was a swan. Mine is a unicorn. Yeah, it was a swan. So, her. I'm sorry I don't know your name. But I haven't seen your videos lately, so I need to go stalk your channel and catch up. And that's about it for update stuff. The July Wine and Whip group, I have procrastinated and I have not done anything. I organized all my stash yesterday. Then I went shopping. And then now I'm making a video because people want videos. Like, I have to do that. And then I have to do some tags because I promised that and I don't want to not do what I say. So I'll get to it. Part of my wine, I decided to add the Story Time sampler to that because it has gotten on my nerves lately and I just don't have any desire to stitch it. So I'm going to make myself do that this month. And then the other one that I told you guys I was going to be working on is this pretty unicorn girl. And she's in all shades of sepia. So, yeah, I'll get to that. And I'll post an update sometime. I always want to do an update like mid-month, but it's a combination of not having anything to show and not feeling like it and just being lazy. So I'm not going to promise to do that, but you'll see an update probably at the end of the month or the beginning of next month. Okay, so on to all the fun stuff. Oh, I didn't show you my receipt. This was my DMC receipt. It's almost as tall as me. I felt so bad for the cashier. I was just like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. They called up help to get another cashier up there while the manager rang up all my DMC. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'll bring you breakfast tomorrow. And it's tomorrow and he ain't getting no breakfast. But so sometime in June. No, let's back up. You guys remember when I did the Brooke's Books haul last month and I got like a whole bunch of her charts because they was on clearance and stuff? So I had made 2 orders from her Etsy shop, and when I put in my second order, I emailed her and asked her to mail them together, and she was super nice and she said sure. So she packaged them together and mailed them. A few weeks after that, I get another pack from her, and I did not do a third order. So when I opened it, it was my second order that she forgot she had already mailed along with my first order. So I contacted her and let her know, that I got another order for free that I did not pay for. And I also asked her if I could keep it and offer it to my YouTube friends as a small little giveaway. And she's really, really sweet person. And she responded. She was like, sure, send me a link to your channel. I want to subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Just really sweet. So I thanked her, and now I have things to give away to you guys. So it was another pack of the Stitch a Little Witch series. And it's 10 charts in here. So I'm actually going to split them up just to spread the love a little bit more. And I have my pack here. And this is the extra pack that she sent me. So You guys should go thank her and go visit her shop. All her charts are super cute and affordable. I didn't tell you that. So there are 10 here, and we're going to have a giveaway. I'll run through them again, but first let's go through the giveaway details. So I think it's pretty standard that you have to be a subscriber, but yeah, you have to be a subscriber. And then you have to comment below and tell me what your favorite Brooke's book pattern is. So you got to go to her store and look around. You'll have fun. Not my fault if you buy anything. And tell me what your favorite pattern of hers is, or series patterns, or anything. And, you know, I'll know you want to be entered. And then I will do a random selection. Let's say in a week. Yeah, so next Saturday, I will do a random selection, and there will be 3 winners. 3 winners. The first winner will get her or his choice of 4 charts. Sorry, guys. And the second place winner will get her or his choice of 3 charts. And the third place winner will get the final 3 charts. Yeah, so that adds up to 10. So there will be 3 winners, 10 charts given away. And they are Gwendolyn the Great, Hannah the Happy, Sandy the Summer Witch, Trixie the Halloween Witch, Polly the Pirate Witch, Sadie the Spring Witch, Fiona the Fae, Annie the Autumn Witch, Fauna the Fairy Witch, and Wendy the Winter Witch. And just to make this fun, because they're stitched on like perforated plastic and stuff like that, Brooke's Books has a item on her shop that's the like unusual supplies for this, because you do it on plastic canvas. So it's a starter kit. I think I saw the first. That's not fair. Let's see. I will provide that starter kit, I guess, with the first place winners set. Yeah, that works. So I will order one of the starter kits for a project, and I think it's enough supplies just for one. So I'll order one and put that along with the first place winner's gift. So enter below if you are interested in that. And then I also have, I showed you guys this last time. It wasn't in my order. The Dad's Good Advice chart. And it says, Dad always said, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Then it has these little faces and a dog down there. So this will be free to a good home. Let's see. You should email me if you want this at candy.stitches@gmail.com. Look in the box. I'll put my email down there, and you can email me if you want this. It will be to the first person who replies or who sends me an email, just to be fair. And so that's the giveaway stuff. This is not part of the giveaway. This is just whoever emails me first, whoever's interested. And I will send that to you. And also from Brooke's Books. Really cute designs. And the last bit of giving away, sharing things, all that stuff I said I got last month from my local needle workshop in their grab bags, I will be posting a separate video, probably today or early tomorrow, of everything. So it'll be pictures of everything, and they'll be numbered. They can also, whoever emails first, with what you want, I will send it to you, but I will probably ask for shipping if you want that. So I'm not going to charge anybody for the charts, but if you want the charts, you got to pay for your postage. So I'll let you know what the postage would be. It'll probably be super cheap, like under $5. And that's only because I don't want to fold the charts up. But I'll be posting that soon. Although I doubt anybody will like them. And so that's all my update stuff. So I guess I can do tags, and I'm already at 20 minutes. So I think I can do one tag on this video. I'll do that. Hold on one second. Okay, so I found my questions. I have a couple tags that I'm going to see if I can get through. The first one is the Know Your Need a Worker tag. So where do you live? I live in Maryland, Southern Maryland, and I am like right outside of DC. I'm actually from DC, so, but I live in Maryland now. And what do you do for a living? I work at a low income housing consulting firm, and I'm not a consultant. I'm an associate there. I don't know what else to say. I help develop some software. Do you have any children? No. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I've always had pets. Right now, I have 2 cats. Chance, the one you guys have heard about several times, and I have another cat, Savannah. She's a little crazy, but really sweet, but crazy. What are your other hobbies? I like to read, and I am just a general crafter. Have a lot of other crafts. I crochet and knit sparingly. I do paper crafts like card making and journal making. I really like journal making, but I haven't done it recently. I kind of sew, not too much. But right now I've solely been focused on cross stitching. Oh, and I am trying to teach myself how to spin yarn. What is your favorite movie? That's a really hard question. I'm going to stick with my favorite childhood movie just to make it easier, and I'm going to say Annie. The 1982, I think, maybe 83 version of Annie. What is your favorite TV show? Another really hard question. I don't have one answer for most of these. Right now, my favorite TV show is Orphan Black. It comes on BBC and it's awesome. But I like a lot of TV shows. The TV shows I binge watch are Orphan Black, Once Upon a Time, The Have and the Have-Nots. Yeah, my top 3. I'll stop there. Criminal Minds, Law and Order, as for you. Okay. What is your favorite book? Pride and Prejudice. I said that a few moments ago earlier. And A Midsummer Night's Dream. What is your favorite music? Right now, my favorite music is country. And that makes me very unique where I live. And what one word best describes you? Silly. Crafty. I'm going to say crafty. Silly crafty. Yeah, wow, that was a quick 10. Let's do some more. Let's see. Okay, I have questions for the curiosity tag. This one looks a little harder, so let's go with this. How long have you stitched for? I restarted stitching this year. So this year I've been stitching since about February. So however many months that is. 4 months. 5 months. But I used to stitch back in 2003, 2004, sometime around there. And that it didn't last a year. So altogether, I'll say about a year. But over the stretch of 13 years. Do you prefer framing your projects or making them into cushions or wall hangings, etc.? Well, I don't have that many finishes, and I've framed 2. No, I've framed 3. 2 of them were gifts. So I'm going to say framing right now, and I did all the framing, so I haven't had anything professionally framed. And then the only other finish I had was the Biscornu, so that was its own little thing. But I'm going to say framing because all the projects that I plan on starting soon or that I have in process, I think will be framed. My favorite designer. I don't know. That lady whose name I keep butchering, Jasmine, the big-eyed girl designer. And just so you guys know, I think I said before that I'm also a doll collector. And I really like Jasmine's designs because I don't know if they're modeled after Blythe dolls, but they remind me of Blythe dolls. Blythe dolls have really big eyeballs and really large heads, disproportionately large heads. So all her designs look like Blythe dolls, so I love them. And then I'm going to stick Mirabilia in there too. What is the most you have paid for a design, fabric, and floss? I think that's my Mirabilia Sleeping Princess that I kitted up. And I would be able to show you. Oh, I can show you. I'm pretty sure it was this one because I got everything that was recommended. So even the recommended fabric. So the Sleeping Princess. I think this was the most expensive. I couldn't tell you how much, but it was a lot of beads and floss to go along with this. So it might have been around $80, $90, something like that. So that one. Next question. I am on question 5. How many hours have you stitched on for just one project in one day? I don't know. I don't time myself, and I don't stitch continuously. I'll stitch, go eat, come back and stitch, watch a TV show, start stitching again. So I really don't know. I have spent like some whole Saturdays or Sundays at home stitching, but then so maybe 8 hours, but that was probably broken up on multiple projects. So I'm sorry, can't answer that. Have you got any FFOs where you have major mistakes in them but you wouldn't notice? No. The one project I have a major counting mistake that I really can't find, I put away back in 2004 and haven't touched. So I want to finish it and I want to just pick it up and keep going without fixing it. So if I continue on with that, then I will, but right now I don't. What is your favorite project you have finished and most proud of? If you have lost your stitching bug, what makes it come back? Well, I've lost my stitching bug right now. And this whole July wine and whip thing is not helping because I don't want to work on what I said I would work on. So it's really not helping. But I think watching videos, whenever I watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos on anything, YouTube can influence me greatly. Whether it be stitching or shearing sheep. Yes, shearing sheep. So I just catch bugs real quick. So if I binge watch Flosstube, I might want to stitch something. I'm not lying about that shearing sheep. I was looking at videos about yarn making, and then I was like, ooh, I want a farm. I want a llama. Next question. Next question. Do you have to make sure you finish a project, or can you just leave them for months at a time and do new starts? Can totally do new starts. No problem. Bye. Go sit in the drawer and I will start anything I want. And my most hated type of stitch. I would say back stitching, but I really don't mind back stitching if it's like lettering or something. So let's say fractionals. I hate those weird quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches. Half stitches are fine. It's those other in between stitches. I don't like those. So that is 2 tags. I did both of them. And I had a whole bunch of questions written up for the other tags and I can't find it. So I might do some more. But I say 2 is good for now because I have to write down the other questions for any other tags right now. Unless you know where the questions are written and can point me in that direction, I'll totally do some more. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching my video. If you stuck it out this long, look in the description box for my email if you want that Dad's Advice chart by Brooke's books. Enter my giveaway, and that's it. Like my channel. Well, subscribe to my channel and like my video if you want to. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to binge watch, or no. I'm going to go to Joann's. Bye.